Alright everyone, Planet Coaster 2 has officially let the cat out of the bag with the new DLC. And let me just say, I cannot find the words to use for how ecstatic I am. So let's do a short and sweet history lesson to catch anyone up that may have missed last week's video. Last week, Planet Coaster 2 released the highlights video for Update 7, coming next week as of recording, and at the end, there was a teaser with the coaster rolling back. Fast forward to today, September 9th, the full trailer video has now been released. I first watched the video while I was at school during lunch, and within 5 seconds, my jaw dropped to the floor and stayed there the entire time the video played. I was in more shock by this mere 40-second video than probably any other theme park related announcement in my life, including the Pantherian and Thunderstriker rename, the announcement of Siren's Curse, and even the announcement of this very game. As a fair warning, I will be pausing the video to talk about things, since everything goes by really fast in the video. Alright, enough jibber jabber, let's discuss this bit by bit. Starting off, we can see a little bit of the new scenery architecture, which looks very cool. However, I am wondering if these pieces will contrast enough with the fairy tale theme, since we already have that in the game as of now. We now have Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventures in the game. Called an Automax Bike and Sidecar Coaster in-game, this coaster, along with the Blitz, will have a swing launch with the ability to make a spike, along with the drop track element. I don't know if I'll be using this one as much as the other rides in here, but I'd probably rank this at number 3 for this pack's rides. And here is our Blitz, the Automax Raid Coaster. As you just saw, the track does a fast switch and the train launches forward and rolls back. I am absolutely pumped for this coaster type, and I have so many ideas that I've been cooking up for this type. This is 100% going to be the headliner at my Challenge Mode Park, and I can't wait to use it in general for other projects as well. I have heard that you will be able to pick how many times it swings back and forth, so that will add on to the customizability. I am so glad we finally have this ride type in the game. This places as my number 1 most exciting ride in the pack. So this thing I probably have the least things to say about. It's just a kiddie coaster. The only notable thing that I can think of related to this ride type is the unfortunate fact that you will not be able to build this as a boomerang like Good Gravy at Holiday World or Snoopy's Soapbox Razors at Kings Island. This probably places at my number 4 ride in the pack, as it's not very notable. Now here's the biggest surprise of this whole teaser, for me at least. This flying theater has so many customizable options, such as movement of the seats and the ability to put your own videos on the screen if you are on PC. According to the information I've seen, each customizable cycle of seat movements is 20 seconds long. I wonder how intense we can make the seat movements. What I am planning to do when I get it is to put a hurler POV on the screen and shake the seats so much that the guests turn into pinballs. Truly a realistic experience of that ride. What I might do for this challenge park is put every Megapark 1 video into one file, put it on the screen, and make the guests watch that. If my calculations are correct, the total runtime for all my Megapark videos combined is approximately 1 hour and 7 minutes. Could you imagine sitting in a Soarin' seat that long, being suspended 50 feet in the air? I couldn't. Also, I forgot to mention this in the script. If my eyes don't deceive me, there are no seatbelts on this ride, so that's a little concerning. I ranked this ride second best in the pack behind the Blitz. Alright. Let's move on to the last, and unfortunately weakest ride. So, this ride is interesting, and not necessarily in a good way. This honestly looks like one of those rides you'd see in those clickbait videos where it says, "You won't believe what happened, the string snapped!" And it just looks overall. I probably won't use it in any parks of mine, since we literally already have 2 different rides doing the exact same thing, 3 if you include the pirate ship. But nonetheless, it'll be good for the people who actually want to use it. This ride unfortunately places dead last in my rankings of these rides, with the best being the Blitz, the runner-up being the Flying Theater, third place going to the Motorbike Coaster, fourth place going to the Child Coaster, and this ride in last place. Alright, so now that we have this DLC incoming, I really think the only thing I still want at this point is a scenario editor or a bigger park size, as well as hotels, but a bigger map size is a major priority for me. Hopefully we can get a scenario editor in the future, but for now, Planet Coaster 2 is a great game, and I think it's finally at the same level as the original. I can't wait to start my Challenge Mode series, which will most likely be the weekend after the update releases. However, I will make sure to let you all know if anything changes. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and share for more content in the future. Comment down below what you think of this awesome new DLC, and I'll see you next time.